Yeah, big welcome to all the Zodiac Signs to the third part of this meditation, right? This is the third technique that I now will explain to you because I will not talk much right away. I will give you again the Book of Secrets, 112 meditations to discover the mystery within, right? So we talked about the first technique was to watch the gap between two breaths. Then the second one was watch the turning point between two breaths. And now the third one is watch the fusion point of two breaths. Now, most of you would be like, that's all the same, it's just different words, but it is not. As you maybe have discovered with me now, I will go into the details, right? I pick details, but I go even more into details because that's my nature. I'm a Virgo, and Virgos love details, love techniques, love methods. And so for me to even dissect each of these techniques, I can even create another 3, 4 around that technique. So the first, right, like I said, was to watch the gap, which is a gap. And we also said there is like a two-way street. There is a breath going in and a breath going out, but it was like a road, right? One goes down, one goes up. And it was just a gap or a pause. But that was just bringing you already to a more subtle energy. Then the second one was to see a turning point, and that's when we talked about neutral territory, a gear, right? Remember with the car, when we go from first to the second, we need to come in between to the neutral gear. So that's when I also added not just coming down and coming up again, but inhaling, going into the navel, right, in a circle to the side, exhaling, the other circle closes, going up to the nostril. So that we start creating more a circular instead of like I go up and down. Now, the third one says there is a fusion point. And OSHO says, excuse me, we are divided into the center and the periphery. The body is the periphery. We know the body, we know the periphery. We know the circumference, but we do not know where the center is. When the out breath fuses with the in breath, when they become one, when you cannot say whether it is the out breath or the in breath, when it is difficult to demarcate and define whether the breath is going out or coming in, when the breath has penetrated in and starts moving out, there is a moment of fusion. It is neither going out nor moving in. The breath is static. When it is moving out, it is dynamic. When it is coming in, it is dynamic. When it is neither, when it is silent, non-moving, you are near to the center. The fusion point of the in and outgoing breath is your center. Look at it in this way. When the breath goes in, where does it go? It goes to your center. It touches your center. When it goes out, from where does it go out? It moves from your center. Your center has to be touched. That is why Taoist mystics and Zen mystics say that the head is not the center. The navel is your center. The breath goes to the navel, then it moves out. It goes to the center. So, as you understand now, right, we become more aware of the little details a breath can teach us, right? And so here he wants to bring us to a deep awareness of how much more specific a breath can be, of how subtle a breath can be, of how many little details we can observe. And the circle that we did in the second one was inhale, right? In the first one we were inhaling going down, exhaling going up. And we watched the gap. Now we were inhaling going down. Something was the neutral gear, like a neutral place, and then again exhaling up to the nostril, so we create a circle. Now what you can do inhale, do the circle backwards, exhale, do the circle upwards, right? So there is a circular energy going this way instead of this way, right? For some people are more sideways and some people are more forward or backways, right? So there is a different way. That's what I'm adding, right? This is not written in the Osho book. Meanwhile, we are observing, right, the fusion of it. Now the fusion will happen in your belly, because when we inhale we go down, the belly goes out. When we exhale it goes up, the belly goes in. And we will observe, of course, again the two sides, when we're full, belly out, and when we empty, belly in. So come again and sit in your chair or in your meditation position. I sit in the chair so that you get encouraged, that you don't have to have flexible hips and all that kind of things that a lot of people are scared of when they see people meditating. You can meditate in a chair. It's no big deal. Feel your 2 feet flat on the floor. Feel your 2 sit bones on the chair and feel your back supported in the back of the chair. Now, your hands, you can either point them down, facing on top, which we had back, but right now turn them upwards, because what is happening is when I turn my hand down, it's an internal rotation, an inner rotation. Will I turn it up? It's an outer rotation. This outer rotation in my arms is creating an opening in my chest. Right, so today we will have our palms facing up, facing open, and on top of it we will create a circular energy between the male and the female. The female is supporting, the female is the womb, because the womb is giving birth to both. It's not the other way yet. Right, the male is not giving birth. So the female is giving birth, and we bring the right on top of the left, and you can bring the thumb touching on top of your thighs. Then close your eyes with me and start. Simply become aware again of your feet touching the floor, your sit bones touching the chair, and your middle back, lower back or upper back touching the back of the chair. Become aware that your eyes are dropping into its sockets. Become aware that you're going inwards into the dark, into the womb. Then become aware at your nostrils and that the breath is streaming in and again streaming out. Notice the cool air streaming in and notice the warm air streaming out. become aware of your belly. That when you're breathing in, you go down into the belly, your belly rises out. And exhale, your belly goes in when you exhaling. Inhale, the belly rises out. Exhale, the belly goes back in. Focus on your navel. Inhale, you fill the belly. Exhale, you empty the belly. Inhale, your navel is going out. Exhale, your navel is going in. Keep noticing your navel, your belly button, going out and going in. Then become aware when you inhale, the future is coming into your center. When you exhale, you notice it's becoming the past, leaving your center. Stay with your belly button. Inhale, you full. Exhale, you empty. Inhale the future. Exhale the past. Now begin to create a circle when you inhale. Make the circle go backwards into the belly. Exhale, make the circle in the front up to the nostril, closing the gap, the fusion, the melting point. Right? Notice a circular energy, not a two-way street. Just notice if you liked the sideways better. Inhale to the side, make a circle, a half circle to the side into the belly button. Exhale, make a circle to the right up to the nostril again. Right? Just try today this way so you can for sure say, no, that's not for me, it's the other one. If you already know, then practice the one that feels right to you. Now again, become aware that is your diaphragm that's breathing in and breathing out. So allow the diaphragm to find its rhythm. Don't force it. Don't interfere. Don't let your mind make the breath long or short or block it in any way. Allow to totally relax the belly and allow this inner mechanism to breathe in, belly out, and out, belly in. And become aware of when you inhale, you in the full. When you exhale, you in the empty. Stay with the circular breathing. Stay with your diaphragm. Stay with the belly button coming out and coming in. Just become aware of when you inhaled, how full you are. When you exhale, how empty you are. Just become aware and notice if you notice something else. Notice the gap, or notice the turning point. And now notice the fusion. The melting. And the becoming one. And begin slowly to open your eyes. You can also, of course, continue this meditation technique. Become aware of how you're looking. Become aware of what you're seeing. Continue this technique, becoming aware. Next week I will do the technique number 4. Then the first 4 sutras about the breath are finished. And then we go to the next group. So it's very important that you get familiar with these first 4. Right now the first 3. So we can build upon and figure out which one is yours, right? Which one is your technique? Which one is giving you the click? I will do in between a video just to explain how it feels when you found your technique, so that you know. I thank you so much for watching, for meditating, for finding your center, your core. Namaste.